Heidi ho! It is Friday, and for most of us mortals, it's the start of the weekend. Okay, it's the day 5 of the week. It's day number 12 of the challenge. Video number 10, so we're at full 10 at the moment. And today we're digging into the 5th mode of Harmonic Minor. Okay, this is, besides the root mode, this is the most common mode, most commonly used, and that's why it probably even has a name. A lot of people call it the Phrygian Dominant, and there is a point there. The notes of the scale outline a dominant 7th chord. And also it has the minor 2nd interval right in the beginning of the scale, so it gives us a Phrygian kind of start. And this is the kind of scale that, for example, in a most kind of heavy rock context in which accidentally we are in E minor at the moment, you could go when you would have that chord, that's exactly the spot where the Phrygian Dominant scale on the B sits in really nicely. Kind of a old-fashioned, maybe even a cliched sound to somebody, but then again, with good note choices, good lick choices, you're able to come up with a lot of cool licks. For example, if we go into the triad, the B triad there. Around that, we have some good stuff going on. We have the C triad, which is right off the scale. So that gives you immediately very cool ideas to work on. For example, if you want to do something like a odd groupings. Or even, that was a group of 5, or even do groups of 7. It gives you a lot of cool stuff instead of just going to the old-fashioned that stuff. But everything works. Anyway, let's dig into the challenge then. We were able to go into 115 today. I was able to go into 115. Nobody else here besides me while I'm talking about we. Well, me and the guitar. Okay. So I start at 85 on the neck pickup. That is very nice and a natural fingering for me, even though it has those minor 3rd leaps then again on the first 6th string and on the 1st string. Otherwise, the fingering is very nice. You don't really need to do position shifting. When you do that one shift between the 4th and the 3rd string, you stick to that A position after that. It's like so you don't need to change around that much. So that's why it's probably, especially on linear playing like that, when we go up and down on the scale, it makes it easier to move, for me at least. Anyway, let's move forward. We go to 100. And that's treble pickup for me, bridge pickup. since it's a even number. That felt very nice, and that's one of the things that I've noticed while doing the challenge, practicing this thing every day, and also practicing other stuff. The quality of the picking hand changes. You get a lot more confident with the creation of the sound, and I guess that's exactly what the slow playing does. You know, naturally, jeez, I dropped my pick. Naturally, I don't have any scientific data to back this up, but that's how it feels. And you should really try that for yourself. Give it a try and see what happens in a week, in 2 weeks. I had a student once who he really wanted to practice Steve Morse's Too Many Notes. And he did an amazing progression within a week while practicing on this method every day. He would start on the 70% number of his personal best on metronome each day, and whenever he would progress, he would calculate the new 70% and start from there on his daily practicing sessions. And he made an incredible, I can't remember, was it 35 or 40 BPM increase in his top speed. Of course, as I said, progress comes in leaps. You can't expect to progress like steadily all the time. There are plateaus there that happens, but you have to remember that. But it's, you know, I've noticed that it's a very, very good method. And if I only knew this when I was 15 years old, for any of you guys who are under 20 and want to start practicing, you know, it's good to remember this. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. You know, I practiced. Okay, that gives you some motion under your hands, but that has nothing to do with music, besides the pulse. My playing started to sound like that, so not much of musical value there. Anyway, we're up to 115, neck pickup, and we start on the 4th string going down. Some bad improv there in the end, but it was, you know, fun to play. It felt really good, and you know, I'm looking forward for some more relaxation on the hand because you know, I didn't try 120 today. I could try it after this one, but not on the video. So anyway, that was the 5th mode of Harmonic Minor. And tomorrow we will dig into the 6th mode, which also is a really, really cool and happening mode. By the way, before we discuss that further, I need to tell you the story about the names of the 5th mode. I practiced when I was a kid. I practiced from this book series, like a double book called Heavy Metal Lead Guitar, and the author was called Troy Stina. And they had this scale there, and for some reason they had dubbed it the Spanish flamenco scale. So that's the other name that I've heard. Not that commonly used, and there is also you know, some other problems there with the name, since flamenco is not Spanish music, it's world music. But you know, that's nitpicking. Anyway, we're going to the sixth mode tomorrow, also based on the major scale. Sorry, on the major chord. As I said, C major in this case, but it's in B tomorrow. So dig in and don't ruin your weekend by not playing the guitar. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.